Hi guys! In this type of videos I'll make short reviews on builds and will give my assessment on following categories: cost, efficiency in PvP and PvE, and difficulty. So now subscribe on the channel and let's go! Today we will take a look on Fire Staff build. Do not scare of items you will see here in this video. I'll explain later for what purposes this build is needed and where it could be used with high efficiency. This setup is focused on solo gameplay, mercenary jacket, hunter hood, scholar shoes, all passives on damage and damage reduction, as offhand sarcophagus shield and wildfire staff, with passive on cast speed. There are options with faction capes, but they are not must-have items. For example, Martlock cape, which will increase your player resistance on low HP. Very good choice. As food, you should take omelette and healing potions. In PvP you should use first Q spell, in PvE you should use AoE second Q spell, but we'll return to this a bit later. On W spell we take Firewall, in most of the cases it will be useful. E spell got minor cast time with pretty high damage and high range, but projectile speed is very slow, that's why you should use this spell close to the enemy, around 6 meters. Cost 5 out of 10. Main cost of its regear will be a faction cape. Of course you can exclude it and reduce total price drastically. The best regear option is on your screen. Efficiency in PvE 6 out of 10 and efficiency in PvP is 7 out of 10 in appropriate conditions. In this video I will summarize these two categories, because they are closely linked between each other. First of all, this build works perfectly only in red zones, because you will farm via AoE Q spell. All mobs and bosses will die very fast, even with 0 spec. Just take any faction that is close to you and farm like a crazy. And now I'll tell you why this build is good only in red zones. It is time. You need to know ahead of time when people will dive you, so you would be able to change Q spell and take off aggro level from mobs. As you can understand, such trick won't work in black zones. And don't worry about profits, under faction you will earn enough silver. At tight spaces this build is very strong, because your firewall can block all exits and allow you to get insane advantage in fights. Out heal from mercenary jacket is very fast, because your all spells are dot type abilities. Right now on the screen you see a PvP of one player, who is playing on this build for a long time. Link on his solo PvP videos will be on description under this video. You can check their more detailed rotation and take a look on main idea of this build. Some history. This setup is pretty old. People were using it since beta for solo gameplay, but it was forgotten, so it's not a new build. That's why guys, I wanted to show it for you. It perfectly fits for leveling artifact weapon line, if you just started to play this game solo and you fall in love with fire staffs. It is perfect choice for leveling, because later would be much easier to change and level up any armor pieces you prefer, and I can say the same about weapon. Difficulty 5 out of 10. Main difficulty is how and when you should place your firewall, for kiting, interrupting or zoning your enemy. Sounds shallow, but you will become stronger in PvP only when you will kill a huge amount of mobs and will learn your spell mechanics. Globally, it is very strong and tanky build. Subscribe on the channel and type what do you think about this build. I always read all comments and answering on most of them. Goodbye guys, see you soon.